I guess great minds really do think alike. I guess I'm not the only one that feels this way about NBA players. But I did not expect to see agreement from an actual NBA player themselves. I didn't expect them to agree that they are overpaid. Last week, in one of my videos where I'm ranting about the garbage that is the modern NBA product, I said that NBA players were pampered, which is obvious. But I also said that I think we are reaching the point where NBA players are being vastly overpaid. Not all of them. Not all of them. You could actually make a case that some NBA players are underpaid compared to their economic value that they bring to the city. But there are far too many players during the regular season earning millions and millions of dollars for doing nothing. Guys like Zion Williamson, who can't respect the game enough to just stay in shape. That's it. That's it. We're not talking about adding to your skill set. We're not talking about developing a mid-range or a three-point shot. The expectations have gotten so low. The only expectation we have for Zion Williamson is to come into training camp without boobs. There is far too much complacency. There is a complete lack of accountability in the modern NBA. And if this trend continues, I think we could be headed towards a strike. It's going to be owners against players. It's going to be the networks against the players, the fan base against the players. Well, KC, what about Adam Silver? Whose side will he be on? Alice? Alice will be hiding under the pink desk, afraid to take a side. The current CBA expires in 2030, which I know that is a long time away, but if this current trend continues, declining ratings, lack of effort, lack of participation, if this trend continues for the next 6 or 7 years, we are going to see a strike in the NBA. These guaranteed contracts, guaranteed money, it will be a thing of the past, and it should be. But I did not expect a player, I did not expect a 3-time league MVP to agree with me. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Happen to stumble upon this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Link to the main channel's in the description below. Saturday night, the Nuggets, they were on the road to play the Wizards. Without watching the game, just the fact that the Nuggets were playing the Wizards, it should have been an automatic win. When you add in the fact that Nikola Jokic had 56, 16, and 8, there's no way the Nuggets lost this game, right? Well, when your second leading scorer is some dude named Julian Strawther with 18 points, anything is possible. The Nuggets lost to the worst team in the league on the back of another magical performance from Jokic. Something seems to be going on in Denver this season, and I don't know what it is. Maybe people who follow the team closely know what the hell's going on. I've watched the Nuggets a handful of times this season. They don't really feel like a team. Jamal Murray's nowhere close to being the same player he was 3 years ago. Doesn't seem to be a lot of cohesion amongst the players. They've got the best player in the league. And the Nuggets, they don't feel like a legitimate threat to win the championship, which means something is wrong in Denver. Anyway, after they were humiliated by the Wizards this weekend, Jokic was asked by the media what he wanted to see from his teammates in the next couple of games. Jokic said, "In my country, when you have a stretch like this, your paycheck will be less than your worth." Translation? His teammates are being paid more than they are worth right now. Instead of out-earning their contracts, they are earning more than they should based on their performance. I thought it was interesting to see a 3-time MVP make this comment. Now, just to be clear, Jokic was smiling when he said this. He was joking around, but the best jokes are often based in truth. Guaranteed contracts are destroying the NBA. Ironically enough, do you know who started fully guaranteed contracts in the NBA? Answer might surprise you, Larry Bird. But back then, NBA players, they were not making the money that they're making today. Larry Bird's first contract with the Celtics, he made just over $3 million in 5 years. Not $3 million a year, $3 million across 5 years. Today, we've got players in the NBA making $3 million per pay period. There are far too many players in this league who are taking nights off. There are far too many players in this league not giving maximum effort. Hell, they're not even giving minimum effort. I would imagine a large part of the reason is because they know they're going to get paid either way. Whatever the reason is, NBA has got to fix it because this current generation of players, they are destroying the league. But give me your thoughts on this. Jokic blasts his own teammates and jokes about players being paid based on performance. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's how contracts used to work in the NBA. Before they were fully guaranteed, NBA contracts, they were based on incentives. And guess what the players did? They busted their ass all season to reach those benchmarks because they wanted the money. Should the NBA get rid of guaranteed contracts, fully guaranteed contracts? Could we be headed towards a labor strike if things don't change in the NBA? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.